Hello friends, welcome back. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by and welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button. So I'm Mary and this is Love My Crafts. And today is another episode of the sewing dice game of fate. This game was inspired by Sew Carol's Fabric Wheel of Fate. She has lots of videos and a playlist. She's done, I think, 3 variations of it so far. And it's very exciting. It takes the decision making out of the mix and just turns everything spontaneous for at least one project every time you play the game. There's also someone else playing a different version of the Fabric Wheel of Fate, and that is Running with Scissors. She has a computerized wheel, which is so fun to watch too. She's made some cool things. I'll link them both in the description. So basically what I have done is taken all those projects that I never get around to and filled 10 bags and numbered them. And then what I do is I roll the dice, and whatever number comes up, I have to make that project. Sometimes it's multiple, sometimes it's just one thing. Let's see how I did this week. Last time, if you remember, I rolled bag number 9. And inside bag number 9 was this partially finished top. And I talked about I was gonna make it a short sleeve, I was gonna take off the sleeves. I had already made the cowl, neck, this piece right here. So everybody came back with, just leave it the way it is. It'll be great for the fall. The cowl neck looks great. So I decided, why would I want to deconstruct something that's almost finished and deal with all of that when I could just finish it and fix the problems? So I did. So this one was easy. It just took me forever to get around to finishing it because I was working on making some pants. But so I fixed the shoulders somewhat. I basically just sewed where the peak was. I just sewed right inside of the peak to kind of round it out because the shoulders had a peak which would make them pinch up. So I did that. And then the sides had that weird bump I've talked about before where I didn't grade out properly, especially since I used the older pattern. So I trimmed down the sides. I just sewed along there was like a literal bump. So I just kind of sewed at an angle but straight to make it so it still went like this and fixed that. I obviously finished up the sides and the sleeves, and I'm trying to find the sleeve. I added a cuff. So this will be very toasty warm in the fall and the winter. And sewing this on was very easy. It's easier than a neckband, but it's really fabric hungry and heavy. But when you're cold, it feels great because the back of my neck always gets really cold. So I did try it on, and I'll insert some pictures. I had to shorten it. Let's see if I can back her up. This is, oh wow. It's still really long, and I may even have to shorten it some more. But I serged off an inch, and then I did a hem with a double needle. And in one of the pictures it was really bumpy, so I just gave it a good press just now before I put it back on her. So it fits. It's a little snug up here. Of course, my dress form has a fake bust, a bra added to what's already there because it doesn't spread, the dial doesn't turn enough to make it bigger. So TMI. So it does fit a little snug at the top, and then it flares out. You'll see the pictures. It was very hard to try this on because it's very warm even with the air conditioner, which I just turned off. So that is my finished bag number 9. Very easy, very quick. So now I have to roll the dice and my table's a mess. So give me a minute to clear it off so we can roll, even though it's gonna roll off the table. Okay, it's time to roll. And I can only roll a 1, 2, 3, or a 10. So here we go. That's a 6. Can't do that. Let's try again. I have to be very careful. A 10. So let's see what it is. There we go, bag number 10. It's a pattern and fabric of a top I wanted to try. And as Carol would say, the dice have spoken. So this is New Look 6217. And I'd probably make this top. Tell me what's it? Oh, they're both B. Okay. And this is the fabric. I believe, let me see, I know I put a label on it. Okay, so I must have gotten it before I got my labels. I believe it is from Fabric Mart Fabrics, and it is a rayon challis, and it's such a pretty red with the print. It has the weave if you look close. Let's see. It was like a linen. See that? I'm gonna have to look it up and see what it is, and I'll put it on the screen. So I get to try one of these woven patterns. I think it was when I was in a fight with woven. We were on a breakup. So I said, well, I'm not making that right now. I'll put it aside. And what did I do? I put it in a project bag. Okay, let's see how I do. This is simple for most people, so it should be fun. And I think I have a lot of fabric, so I may have to make something else with it. And I don't wear skirts, so we'll see. Okay, so that's it. Bag number 10. And New Look 6217. Let's see how I do. So I will be back hopefully soon with a finished top and maybe something else. I have lots of fabric and I still have to find out what this is. So I should also see you on Friday Sews. I skipped a week. I try to do every other week, and I skipped a week because with the time I get to sew, I got about 2 things accomplished. So there wasn't much to talk about, but I do have a couple of little haul things from, you know, the Dollar Tree and the thrift store. So I'll fill it up. I'll try to be here this Friday. So that might be 2 videos for me in a week, and I apologize. It's a little overkill. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and tune in for the next one. I will see you soon. Bye for now.